In this Lick of the Week lesson, we're going to be studying a lick in the style of Jimmy Page. Jimmy Page used a lot of pentatonic, major, minor. He's a very versatile player, though. Used a lot of other scales and modes, but especially in the early record, the first one, you know, it's a lot of blues, scale, pentatonic, minor. And what I've noticed about his style, it's he does these really fast flurries of ascending or descending licks, and they're really hard to play. But it's a good exercise. Not only is it a good lick to kind of add to your vocabulary or your library of licks, but it's also a good finger exercise. So I took this little pattern from, I think it was Communication Breakdown, maybe? One of the songs off the first record. Actually, it might have been a different one. I'm not sure. It kind of doesn't really matter. It's more about the lick itself and the finger exercise involved. It's a series of a bunch of triplets. And if you don't know, a triplet is basically 3 notes within a beat. So if you have, just as an example, for the tempo is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is a quarter note. An 8th note would be, 16th notes would be, and the way we count those is a quarter note is just 1, 2, 3, 4. 8th notes we count like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 16th notes we count 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Triplets, if you don't know, they sound like this. So it's 3 within one beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And the way you speak it, like we say 1 and 1 E and a for 16 notes. The triplet, you say triplet, 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 triplet. And you'll see here in this example in the chart for this lesson, it's notated with like a little line that says 3, right? That tells you it's a triplet. So just think of 3 notes for one beat. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, a triplet would sound like this: 3, 4, triplet, 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 triplet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so in case you didn't know. So now let's get to the lick. It's an E pentatonic minor. He plays it very fast. I think the tempo was 95 beats per minute. That's pretty tough. It's very fast. But you can just play it slow and work up to it. So it's going to start with a little slide up to the 14th fret of the A string. You're going to hit it twice. Those are 16th notes. Then we're going to do, here's where the triplets start. You're going to do 12 to 14 to 12. So think triplet, triplet, triplet. Then you're going to do 14 to 12 to 14. So you're just going to, you can pull that off and hammer it on, or you can pick it. So we have, forget about the first 2 notes. Let's just work on the triplets right now. So we have triplet, triplet. Then we have 12, 14 to 12 on the G string. So we have, sorry. That's the hard part there, because it's kind of an awkward way to go back, that part. And this is the way you learn licks like this that are fast. You take them a little bit of it at a time. Okay, once you get to there, we have 14 to 12 to 14, hammer on pull off. So we have Okay, the next one is 12 on the B string to 14 on the G string, back to 12 on the G string. Sorry. Then we have 15 to 12 to 15. We're almost there. The last one is 12 to 15 to 12 on the high E. And then we just end with a bend on the 15th fret of the E string. Whoops, sorry. Keep messing up the end there. There it is. I'm going to turn down a little bit. So now you just need to add those 16th notes in the front. And then just keep playing it over and over and work on building up the speed. And that's, you know, one of those examples of those fast kind of flurry-like ascending licks that he does. And as you get it, you'll build up the speed. So that's an ascending one. Maybe in the next coming weeks we'll do a descending one and show you how it's going to be probably pretty similar, pentatonic, but just going down. And again, you don't have to, this isn't meant to necessarily, it's good to learn it note for note, but the idea is just to give you ideas to work with within these scales, how people put licks together with them. So this is an example of Jimmy Page style ascending pentatonic lick.